present Shades. Action going on right now down at the exhibition hall. People joining hands around there. For global debt cancellation and for fair trade, not free trade. And they're on their way in. And but before we start the program itself, I just want to thank some folks. But first of all, I think it's really key, because this is what it's all about, is kind of movement building. Hey everybody, turn around and say hello to the activists around you right now. You can actually even rub elbows a little bit. I got a couple of folks I want to thank very quick. WTO meeting, as you know, tomorrow, to make it a positive, educational, upbeat, educational, fun week of confrontation of corporate rule. We can do this together. In particular, I just want to say that we've got them on the run right now. We got them scared. You know it's true. We do this right, we do it together. By the end of this week, we will be able to say that the whole was greater than the sum of our parts, that the WTO is going to go back, sniveling back to Geneva with its tail between its legs. We have completely frustrated the transnational corporate free trade lobby. We can do it if we keep it peaceful, if we keep it productive. That's right. We're gonna have a lot of fun this week, and I think the fun starts tonight. Coming up right now, the Laura Love Band. So.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved. Oh, my booty, my big old booty. I take it shopping. I take it shopping. I take it shopping. I take it shopping. Go on, I buy it presents. The answer wasn't good. I don't even know when I messed it up. Human rights for everyone. Human rights for everyone. Never be enough. Never be enough. Whoa, whoa, peace on earth. Everything. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you for all the work that you're doing. We can't say enough about your courage. Thank you. This is Harlow. Yeah.
Hello, and there's actually an appropriate place to start with this welcome to Seattle thing we're doing. Welcome to the WTO confrontation. Welcome to fighting corporate rule. That's why we're all here. And I want to start with something else. Well, that's why you're here, clearly. But actually, we're working very closely with everybody in this city. And when I was saying thank you very much earlier to the city and the people of Seattle, I want to especially thank right now, and I want you to help me do it because they helped make this evening possible. The first citizen of Seattle, please give it up right now for Mayor Paul Schell, right now.
Thank you, Mike. Excuse the suit. Excuse the suit, I came from the other one. On behalf of all of the citizens of the city, I'd like to welcome you to our community. Those of you who are visitors, those of you who are Seattleites, be good hosts, take care of the friends who are here. Seattle is a city that cares about free trade, but we're also a city that cares very much about preserving the environment. And if we're going to build a global economy, we better build one that's sustainable. Seattle cares about human rights. Seattle cares about making sure that everybody has respect and the right to organize. And Seattle cares about building a society that is open and transparent, where everybody has a chance to be heard, and that means you. So work with us. We have a tremendous opportunity to talk to the world, to tell them about the importance of finding common ground in sharing the environment that we all share, in making sure that everybody is treated with respect and dignity, and that we can send that message in a way that's not happened before, with dignity and respect for each other. So be tough on your issues, but be gentle on my town. Treat us with respect as well. I want everybody to be heard and nobody to be hurt. So work with us on this. Kate Jonkus is back here. It's her neighborhood downtown. Nick Licata from the City Council is here. We want you to know we will work with you. You work with us. Let's have a great time tonight.
Tomorrow is the first day of what I like to call the apocalypse round of the WTO. I think they're calling it the Seattle round. I got a very special friend from where I live, Washington, D.C., the other Washington. This is a guy who, for a bunch of years in the United States Senate, has voted the right way every time on globalization and trade issues. He is a friend of the environment, and a friend of working families, and an absolutely indefatigable champion of fair trade. Senator Paul Wellstone from Minnesota is here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am so proud to
to be here with you, and thank you for your warmth and friendship. Let me first of all thank publicly Mike Dolan, who has worked and worked and worked to make this happen. Thank you so much, Mike. And as the United States Senator, I've given so many speeches today that I'm hoarse, but I can at least say this to you.
Cool guy. He's of all the cities and city council members I've ever worked with, this guy is aces, and he's a fair trade warrior in his own way, in his quiet way, often at the grassroots level. Nick Licata is a cool guy. Nick, are you here?
Welcome to the people's Gala, and it's ours because we respect social justice and human dignity. That's why we're here. And for the next week, the world will be watching Seattle and they'll be watching you. And that means that we have an opportunity, we have a responsibility, we have an obligation to tell the world that the future is one where every man, every woman, every child, every newborn, and every unborn deserves to live in a world where we don't trade away human worth, where we don't trade away our forests, our lakes, our rivers, and in exchange get a scorched earth unable to sustain life.
Is represented by the WTO. Jim Hightower is a good friend, and he's here right now.
Hello. Thank you very much. Are we having fun yet? Was it terrific, isn't it? What a joy to be with you, rowdy and raucous rebels in the new revolution against globaloney being shoved down our throats by the powers of the WTO. Give yourself a great hand for the enormous presence that you've already made here, not only in Seattle, but throughout the world. Supposed to be here. You were not invited to the World Trade Organization. We have had to kick the door in, and that's what we're here to do. They tell us that the World Trade Organization and globalization is being done on behalf of farmers, on behalf of consumers, on behalf of working families throughout the world. Do we look like we got sucker wrappers around our heads? We're not fooled about this globaloney. You don't have to be in who's who to know what's what. And what's what is that they are trying to enthrone corporate power to rule over you and me, to rule over the people of the world, and we're not going to take it. We're going to shove it right back down their throats. The wonderful song that Patti Smith had a few years back said, people have the power to dream, to rule, to wrestle the world from fools. And that's what we're doing here, to wrestle the world back from the fools who created the World Trade Organization. Now they tell us we cannot succeed. They say we can't do it. There's too much money, too much power, too many politicians arrayed against us. Well, I tell you what, they got the fat cats, but we've got the alley cats, and there are many more of us than there are of them. So let's go at them. Let's take power back. The only thing in this world that has ever succeeded for people and for democracy are people and democracy. You are the power. You are the ones who will decide the fundamental question that we're gathered here to discuss. Who the hell is in charge? Is it going to be the Nikes and the Microsoft, or is it going to be us? Is it going to be the people of the world? And I'll leave you with this thought. When they tell you that you can't do it, that there's too much power arrayed against you, just remember this. No building is too tall for even a small dog to lift his leg on. Let's go get him.
Thank you, Jim Hightower, man. That guy is awesome. Supporter of this, in fact, a big supporter of this.
It's just a shame that what we sprayed on May, the turn is fluxing to. Let me remind you about Indochina. Then call me dominoes were falling, so they sprayed them into hell. 2,000 farmers all reached their jobs. We made the jungle cover with it, then we burned them as well, 'cause we're Monsanto. That's right, Monsanto. We're turning Satan into Santa by giving kiddies cancer. Coming through now, we're changing you back. The modern nature terminators of food and health and hope is not our
here, but there's solidarity from Britain with the workers and farmers of America and the world, and with the people fighting to defend the environment. Let's say no to the WTO. Seize the day.
Last couple days, are we getting ready to fight the WTO? You probably couldn't have missed this guy. He's from France. He's a farmer. His name's Jose Bove.
I want out WTO. This fight is only beginning. You know, I'm sure we are going to win, but maybe we have many years to fight together. So we are here to be together, and we must stay together during many and many years, because we are today in Seattle, but tomorrow it's in each city, in each farm that we need to continue the fight. So we must keep together, and I'm sure we're going to win. And tomorrow you must be all together in the street, many and many people together. Hi.
Right to be here right now with you is Jello Biafra's coming out.
So far, the best weapon the WTO has had is that hardly anybody knew it existed, let alone what it was for and what the NAFTA treaty and the GATT treaty that created the WTO was for. So, what we've accomplished this week and will be accomplishing tomorrow is a very important for the supertanker WTO, a shot heard round the world, if that sounds. Don't hate the media, become the media. And this doesn't just mean theatrical, nonviolent direct action. This doesn't mean support and creation of the underground and alternative press and spreading information on the internet and pirate radio. Becoming the media also means going one-on-one with people you know and may not always agree with or get along with in your family, at school, at work, and tell them exactly what the WTO is and how it affects their lives. The bottom line issue that affects everybody's lives, from people like us to people who listen to Rush Limbaugh, is they're all mad at the same thing. Why can't I put food on the table? When that comes up and you hear them spouting Limbaugh or Buchanan or whatever, don't dismiss them as redneck or stupid or turn away. Communicate with them. This is not This is not a left-right issue. This is the top against the bottom, and that affects the majority of the people on the planet. Right now, we have our shot around the world, but it's still advantage WTO. They have the money, they have the power, they have the organization, and they have the weapons. But that was the same situation we faced when our corporate government got us involved in a war in Vietnam. At first, the voices were very small, but when people became the media and went one-on-one to others that this war was wrong and had to be stopped, eventually that war was stopped. The media and keeps working.
Squash, that democracy will thrive and that life will thrive. I want to bring them up right now. These are the climbers, hundreds of feet in the air today who risked their lives. John, everybody come on up. Mike Saul, Aaron Lindy, Shannon Wright, Ian Berg, Eric Brownstein, and John Sellers. Okay? These are the people who are doing it.
You know, people talk about speak truth to power. I'm speaking truth to power right now. You're the power. We are the power. The people are the power. I'm going to show my respect to you by being very brief so we can segue into the music, because I know people want to dance. I know I do. I just want to say one thing. I think what we're seeing here is not about Seattle or the WTO.
But in the years following, evil men came, swallowing everything in sight. Some learned to run, some stayed to fight. I kneeled in the tomb of the soldier, said I would love to behold her. She touched me on the shoulder. She said, in time, all is revealed. A box of light, be unsealed. But now listen to me, son. Be like the skin on the drum. I keep on living with the fullness of the one, like the heat of the sun or the skin on the drum. I keep on living with the fullness of the one, like the heat of the sun or the skin on the drum. But now I'm fully marinated, and now I'm ready for the fire. So you can fire one, fire two. See, I've been fully marinated, and now I'm ready for the fire. So you can fire one, fire two. And as the flames die, and as all the smoke clears, just as the morning dew are teardrops of the night, my emotions are always there for you and will never leave you dry. Peace. service is the only free service.